couple of days ago, I made a post with these young girls, and the young girls, you could tell just watching them, they are going to expect equity in life. These young girls see the imbalances in things, and I can already see the feminism budding because all feminism is wanting equity and expecting equality and opportunities. That's all it is. Equality, safety, security, opportunities for women and girls. That's all it is. I know a lot of people have branded feminism as man hating and whatever else they want to brand it as, but that's all it simply is. And so I came across this comment, and it really speaks to how patriarchy is what creates feminists. And I want to read this comment because it's a good one. This woman named Laundry Fairy says, "So let's talk about my mom's family. My grandfather was the ultimate patriarch. Men were men, women were women. The family was highly religious. Men were supposed to be the rulers of their household, and their wives and children were meant to be subservient to them. He and his wife did their best to teach their children that there was men's work and women's work. There were three big problems with their attempt to pass on patriarchy. Number one, my grandfather lost a leg in the war and wasn't able to do all the men's work. He paid lip service to. His wife quietly did everything for him, and he never noticed until she died suddenly and he couldn't care for himself. Number two, my grandfather was abusive to his family in numerous ways. My grandparents had 6 children, all girls. So the practical upshoot was that the girls learned to do all of the work, both men's work and women's work. And they didn't believe in their dad's talk about patriarchal roles. All 6 children grew up to be equity feminists and married gentle, loving men. They married gentle, loving men who already knew how to cook and do housework and take care of children, or learned how to do it right quick. So yeah, sure, go on with your bad patriarchal selves, conservative men. We'll just let natural selection sort things out." Now, I want to talk about a couple of things in this comment. The whole premise of patriarchy means that these men all get their own little miniature kingdoms. And I believe that it was given to mediocre men and men who just didn't have very much power, so that they are not really aware of the lack of power that they have out in the world. Because the real moneyed people, the real powerful people, they know you got to give these mediocre or average people, men, a little something so that they don't revolt. So these men think that they have their own little kingdom and that women and children are supposed to serve them, and they are rulers of their own little miniature castle. And so the whole men's jobs and the women's jobs and putting everything in a nice little box, it just makes the women and the girls and the boys at the time when they're younger, they are basically second class citizens. Now, this does not work when the second class citizens who are women are like, this is not cool. Being born with a uterus does not mean that I am your servant. And so when there are inequities, when there is oppression based on things that are out of our control, like our gender, our skin color, whatever, being a kid, we are not here to serve anybody. We're not little miniature servants. And so obviously there is just going to be a fight to right these imbalances. And so that is what you're seeing. If that's the reason why feminists are who we are. It's not because we want to be men, because we don't. We just want some equity and some balance. And so I thought that this was a very good comment. And I want to talk about the fact that this family was highly religious. The fact that our country is declining in religiosity is also what is taking patriarchy down as well, because women are not all just thinking this person above me is above me simply because he has a peen. So as women walk away from organized religion, the men will continue to flail and fail because they are not getting their built-in servant. And I love that for them. They're going to have to learn how to participate in in their households, like down here, where all 6 of these girls grew up to be equity feminists and married gentle, loving men who already knew how to cook and clean. So that is, there's going to be more equity. The women who believe in equity are going to pair up with men who believe in equity. And the men that don't want to jump on board and believe that they are supposed to have servants, they're going to be left over there. They're going to be left behind because they deserve to be left behind. You guys go ahead, jump in the comments and let me know what you think about this comment and where you see things going as a society. Like, comment, share.